Right, guys, my thoughts on this Battlefield RedSec BR. First of all, the name RedSec sounds a bit weird. I get it's redacted sector. Still sounds a bit weird. RedSec. I think the map is beautiful. I think it looks really, really good. The impending doom surrounding the map and closing in on you, I think that looks really cool. I think it's a much better touch than the gas of Warzone or, you know, other battle royales. It being dangerous and killing you instantly is really, you know, a nice touch, and it giving you the warnings on the way in as well when you're, you know, 100 meters or less away from it. I think that's cool. Makes it a bit manageable as well, because obviously if it didn't get that warnings, you just get clipped with it and caught off guard a lot. Which would be pretty frustrating, I think. It wasn't without struggle. It definitely elicited some, let's say, emotional responses from some of the people I was playing with.
I'm literally about to turn this off and go to Warzone. So shit, this game.
Including myself. Oh, fuck off! So, it was a tough go. We had I felt like it was very difficult to get a groove. Obviously, we started a couple hours later than everybody. So I think a lot of people already had a good grasp of the map. There was definitely a struggle to get the feel of it. I think we're so used to the multiplayer and the pacing of the multiplayer, and even the pacing of other battle royales. For me, specifically Warzone, it was tough to get positions. We didn't have any map knowledge, so we needed to figure that out. That took a little bit of time to grasp, you know, each POI and what's there and what you're gonna run into when you get there. We didn't get a win the first day, which was sad. You know, we played for quite a while, duos and quads. Couldn't get a win. We got really close. It came down to me versus one, and I blew it. Just devastated. Absolutely gutted that I couldn't get that win. A couple of top 5s, top 10s. Quite a few top 35s, top 30s. The TTK sometimes feels very bad. There was times where I came up against a guy and it was a split-second death for me. I like to assume they got headshots, but, you know, I was dying very, very quickly, and it was a bit frustrating. It took me a while. I don't think I got a kill for my first couple of games. It was a shit show. I like the kits, the recon kits, the AR kits. Those are cool to upgrade your weapons, is what I think they do. So that's a nice little touch to get better weapons. With the weapon system, we found very hard because you're often not having your own gun. You're picking up random gun after random gun after random gun, and they all different. They all have different weight. They all have different recoil and mobility. So every time you get in a gunfight, you're using a new gun. Sometimes you pick up a gun and you don't use it for 8 minutes of running around, and as soon as you shoot it, you're not even sure what you're in for, and next thing you know, recoil's all over, and you get obliterated right away. So that I found frustrating, and that's something we're gonna have to get used to. I know there's obviously those weapon drops, the little rockets that are in the ground, but those are absolute hot spots. People will wait them out because they know people are coming to them. So you show up, you grab your gun, you get wiped out right away. Very tough to deal with that. Very frustrating. I like how you pick up all the different gadgets and you get a finite amount of defibrillator shots. You have the packages that you can drop that bring you the anti-tank packages or anti-vehicle packages, whatever. So those are kind of cool. I like the airstrikes and the mortars. I like how they're thermal. I think that's kind of cool because there's so much to the map, so much detail. I find it can be hard to see people. So having that thermal is nice to be able to kind of spot them, drop the airstrike on them, whatever. Maybe it's a bit OP. I'm not sure, but I liked it. Oh!
No. No way. They nearly got me as well, you know.
I wasn't really paying attention. Mini missions are cool. I like how there's the little mini missions where you have to get the bolt cutters and open the locker or line up the antenna thingies, decoding things, stuff like that, so you can get better weapons, drop weapon drops, and open up better, higher quality weapons, which is nice. I like that. I think that's a nice touch. Gains you lots of points as well, which is good. The plates are painfully slow. Now, it does feel pretty realistic, so I can't really complain about that. It's just something to get used to. If somebody takes your plates off and they push, you're done. They're gonna come right at you, and you'll be mid putting the plate in, and they're gonna wipe you out, and they know it. So that's something we gotta figure out and take advantage of, because if they're doing it to us, we can do it to them. It's definitely a learning curve. It's a bit, it's different, right? That's what it is. It's a new game. You're getting used to it. As much as I am good at Battlefield and I'm a Battlefield player, I found it very difficult, but we're going to get used to it. And it's just going to take games, you know, some confidence. After I started getting some kills, I started gaining some confidence. I started to have a better time. If you join a game and you're just getting kills right away, it's gonna feel good. You're gonna feel really good about what you're doing, what the game is. You're gonna be able to take everything in and enjoy it. But if you're taking all the map in and trying to figure out how everything works, but just getting wiped out left and right, well, that's what makes it really frustrating, and that's where those emotional responses came from my teammates. Because you can't get into it because you're just dying all the time. You're dying. You're not having any fun. There's points where you're just running around and you just get clipped from people you never saw, from snipers who don't seem to miss, from people who can just hit every shot on you from whatever angle, from whatever distance. I think that's got to do with the map knowledge, the positional advantages people get, and it just being a new feel and trying to get used to everything. Something that I found really poor was the sound effects. I didn't adjust my sound. I'm set to war tapes right now, which I feel like that might benefit more in multiplayer, not so much in the Battle Royale. The footsteps, there's no difference between footsteps on metal, footsteps on concrete, footsteps on grass, footsteps on dirt. They all sound the exact same, and they don't give away positions very well. They just always sound like they're right up behind you. So I'm a big sound player. I'm a big audio player. Footsteps are my best friend when playing these games and trying to take advantage of your surroundings and the sounds coming up around you. And everything's just so loud. Even the pants that you're wearing pants and they sound like you're wearing slush pants. Like, is my guy wearing slush pants? You can just hear. Every step you take, and then you can hear the wind in your ears. Even why can I hear wind in my ears if my guy's wearing some sort of headset or something? So that stuff doesn't make sense, and I think all of these combined sounds are way too much, and it's throwing off my game, and I'm not able to hear. And it's kind of like when you're trying to park your car but your music is on, you can't focus on parking your car because your music is on. It's the same thing. I can't focus on what's in front of me because of all the sounds that are hitting my ears. So that I found very poor. I'm gonna switch up my audio. That might work. Admittedly, I didn't even think of that. I didn't try it. So maybe changing to something like dynamic that'll dull footsteps or dull excess sound. That might help a lot. So I'm gonna try that when I jump on again. Overall, I mean, yeah, I think it's good. It was a bit buggy. We ran across quite a few bugs. I was trying to get a vantage point on a guy that had just wiped out my teammate, and I went in a building and I was falling through the floors. Oh, I just fell through the floor. Now, the buildings weren't destroyed. It was a perfectly intact building, but I was falling through the floor, and then I went up again and fell through 2 floors this time. Oh, I keep falling through the floor. We found windows that we'd shoot, and it was like it was a bulletproof window. It wouldn't shatter, but we could walk through the window still. So there's bugs like that. So I imagine there's more bugs as well. There might be bugs with shooting, with plates, with vehicles. There might be more. Yeah, it's not perfect. It'll obviously, Battlefield does what they do. They listen to the community. They're gonna make changes. They're gonna change shit up. They're gonna fix bugs. Hopefully they can perfect it sooner rather than later and fix these kind of little bugs that are in the game. So it'll make it much better. But I mean, overall, I think it's a solid 8 out of 10. I think the tanks might be a bit overpowered. I'm not sure. There was a point where I came across 2 tanks and I was bobbing and weaving them, and myself and some random guy from another team actually managed to take one of them out, almost get the other one, and then he got me. So I mean, we were able to take out 1 out of 2 tanks and almost take out both of them. So I don't know how overpowered they are. I haven't gotten in them. I know that people are getting them really easy. I mean, within a minute or 2 of their game starting, they already know. I don't know if they know where the keycards are or if they're random, but they've got the keycard, they got the tank, and within a couple of minutes of starting, they have a tank, which is a bit Not crazy about that. So yeah, overall, I think it's good. I think it's an 8 out of 10. I think it's going to improve. Our team's going to get better. As we get better map knowledge, we get better positional knowledge, and we learn the pacing. We're going to get better. We're going to start racking up wins. It's just going to take a while. I remember when Warzone came out, it took us a week or two to get us our first win. And even one of my friends that I play with, who ended up being one of the better ones at Warzone, he was the last one to get a win in Warzone. So, you know, it's just the way it is with these new Battle Royale. Some people are much better at starting them than others. Way she goes. Overall, I like it. I'm going to keep playing. Going to start dropping some footage soon. We didn't get much good footage the first day because, you know, we lost over and over again. So we got some funny stuff happen, some good stuff happen. We had some good plays, some good runs, but we're going to get that win. And we're going to start stacking up the wins. Stay tuned for that. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment below. Tell me what you do like, what you don't like, what you think might need fixed. Tell us about your experiences. Let us know what you got going on in the game. And yeah, we'll see you on the battlefield.